Audio Jungle.
In 1972, Alade Market was built, a prestigious market to meet varieties of clothing and household items. 34 years later, it was very necessary to rebuild this market. By 2016, the market was demolished. A temporary site was built for the construction of a new Alade shopping complex. Today, we announce the commencement of the construction of the new Alade shopping complex situated on the same Allen Avenue, Ikeja. It's an 8 block of 42 shops, a total of 336 shops in a conducive environment, enough car park, and all services attended. The sizes of the shops are from 12 square meters to 60 square meters, located at the corner piece of Allen Avenue Junction. The ground shop rent goes for 75,000 naira per square meter, while the first floor rent goes for 50,000 naira per square meter. Early subscribers enjoy a 30% discount under the fixed rental income investment, while later subscribers enjoy an instrumental payment payable within 12 months. This development is a public-private partnership between Ikeja local government and Master Reality International Concept Limited. For more information, please call.
This is an exclusive story coming from The Punch newspaper and Flip TV. Of course, Flip TV, The Point, we're in Obasanjo's house. I'm talking about the ex-president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, at his penthouse in Ogun State. A lot of stories were issued out. A lot of stories were discussed. But let's quickly see what Obasanjo is saying on the front page of this journal. The Punch newspaper, exclusive story here. The major headline, which reads, "Mistakes we made in government were genuine," says OBJ, that's Obasanjo. Mistakes we made in government were genuine, says the ex-president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Why I won't beg your leaders to listen to me. Why I won't beg your leaders to listen to me. That's what Obasanjo is saying. Why he won't beg the leaders of this country to listen to him. My memories of MKO Abiola, that's late Chief MKO Abiola. My memories of MKO Abiola, that's what Obasanjo is saying here. Nigeria's currency depreciates by 83% in 5 years, says investigation. Nigeria's currency depreciates by 83% in 5 years, says investigation. Magu, more heads to roll in the days ahead. More heads to roll in the days ahead, says investigation. COVID-19. Response officer rapes student while sharing palliatives. This is a bad one here. Very disappointing. Response officer rapes student while sharing palliatives. On to the next one. The Punch newspaper. The major headline, it reads, "Seized properties concerned by top EFCC officials." Magu's friend, says panel. Seized properties concerned by top EFCC officials. Magu's friend, says panel. Okay, I didn't campaign for Buhari while with Dasuki. Oh, sorry, I didn't campaign for Buhari while with Jonathan, says Dasuki. I didn't campaign for Buhari while with the ex-president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, says Dasuki. Okay, moving on to a story here. Wanted Ibadan, 1 million boys, leader feared killed in Cold War. Wanted Ibadan, 1 million boys, leader feared killed in Cold War. We have some pictures here. Let's quickly see what the pictures are illustrating here. Opako Bridge on the Adigbe Opako Road in Abeokuta, Ogun State. On Sunday, you can see the dilapidating situation of this bridge here, right on the front page of the Punch newspaper. And the last story we'll be reading here. Federal government orders power projects contractors back to site. Federal government orders power projects contractors back to sites. These are the stories we have on the front pages of the Punch and the Point newspapers. Let's quickly join our reviewers for more deliberations on this. I'll be right back.
Based on what we heard, that Obasanjo said he made a mistake. To me, he doesn't make the mistakes. There is nobody that is perfect. Yes. We are bound to have mistakes. We know the situation of the country when he came into power. Nigeria was about to collapse as at the time he came into power. We all knew that. Even internationally, if you travel, they will separate you. Immediately you present Nigerian passport, you will be separated among the people. The first time when he gets into power, he makes sure he reconciled Nigeria back to the international community, I could recall it. Even Gani was alive then. He challenged him that why is it that my president is traveling? He has traveled more than 45 times just to reconnect Nigeria back to the international community. And we all know that Nigeria is dead already. It's about to collapse. So, talking about mistakes, he cannot do it all. He has tried. Yes. So some people they may say he made a mistake. But with the situation on ground as at that time, that was when we have OPC on board. Nigeria, when people are moving out of this Lagos state, they were moving to their states. Nigeria was about to collapse. During the crisis, this refineries was down. We knew that. Yes, the man has tried for the nation. He was the only person that ruled as a Nigerian who never even considered his own fellow brothers. You are talking about Abeokuta, you are talking about Ogun State. But when he was in power, he makes sure he brings everybody to the seat of authority. No state, no tribe is excluded during his time. Yes, no state, no tribe is excluded during his time.
No development.
Yes, even when you're talking about our international debt, he makes sure he tried his possible best. He met the Paris Club. He approached all the countries that Nigeria is owing, and he tried his capacity to make sure that the money is paid, and he paid the money. And you said he made a mistake. You are talking about power. Hello.
Under Obasanjo.
How would you expect a development during the time of a crisis when you know that the nation is already dying gradually? When you know that the nation is dying gradually, the purpose that we know that Abiola was killed, Abacha was killed. All because Obasanjo did not have the ambition of ruling this country. It was the cabal that want to bring him and release him and hand over power to him with the international community. Why are you not saying he made a mistake? He has never had the determination of ruling this country. He has never had it in plan of ruling this country. Abacha arrested him and he kept him there. Until when he was released, they now met him, this is what we want you to do. They used him to compensate the Yorubas. We did not vote for him. Nobody in Yoruba voted for him. Yes, nobody. He was imposed on Nigeria. Why? Because they wanted to compensate the Yorubas. So why you not said he made a mistake? Why is he admitting? No, my brother, to you nobody is perfect. Even in America, there are mistakes. They're all over the world. But for him, he has tried as a Nigerian. Who rule Nigeria as a Nigerian? So we should be sincere with ourselves. We should stop deceiving ourselves. It's very clear. The difference is clear. Even you are talking about Jonathan. You are talking about Jonathan. Obasanjo was one that appointed Jonathan to be the vice of Yaradua. Everybody knows that. Even when Yaradua died, it was Obasanjo that came on here and said, Yaradua is gone. It was then that Okojo Iweala, who happened to be the Minister of Information there, came on board and said Yaradua is gone. And Jonathan was installed as the president. He wrote a letter. He said, I watched it on air. He said, I went to see my president 2 times. I was not allowed to see him. What else do you want him to do? No, Don Aquile, I remember, yeah, Don Aquile. It was a yes. Until when Don Aquile now came on board, he said, go and announce to the world that the man is gone. That was when Jonathan now came on board. And he tried to make sure he had a good time with Jonathan. But he was unable to see him. It was said the clerk that hijacked the Jonathan government. Everybody knows that. And he kept saying, what do you want him to do? If I didn't think Jonathan was in good time with him, Jonathan would have gone for the second time, nothing will happen. Because he made it.
That's the wicked of it. That's the wicked of the man.
I wouldn't say this. Hello, please don't interrupt me. When you are talking, I
He
don't.
attacked the government. He didn't allow Jonathan to work. He didn't allow Jonathan to work. Now he's confessing. You are not saying you do well. If a man is confessing, say, I do bad, confessing. You are not saying you do well.
I remember when Sati was in government with Jonathan. He stood clearly in the house and he said, I'm going. I'm leaving the party as I'm leaving with some senators and some House of Reps and governors. And he left. That was when PDP government started cracking. That was when they started dying, the party. How would he say he made a mistake? What was his mistake? Can you please tell me his mistakes? Has he ever said this is his mistakes? We are talking about restructuring. You are talking about restructuring. During that period, it is not easy to restructure Nigeria as at that time because of the tension and because of the problem of the nation as at that time. So it's not possible. Government is continuation. Government is continuation. He has tried. To me, he has tried. He's a man to be respected. He's a man that is destiny.
I thank God Almighty for keeping all of us alive. We gather here once again this week to express our views. And I thank God Almighty for keeping even Obasanjo alive up to this day. If he made a mistake, he's alive seeing his mistake. If he's right, he's alive seeing his right that he made. I thank God for everything, because everything has a time and season. Praise the Lord. Now, Obasanjo, people will condemn him. People will glorify him. People will accept him. People will reject him. That's a life of a man. But let me tell you, whether you like it or not, Obasanjo, in a right hand, he's an angel to Nigeria. Obasanjo, in left hand, is a demon to Nigeria. That's what made a man complete. Man cannot be perfect. Since the fall of Adam and Eve, man cannot be perfect. But let your goodness be higher than the bad side of it. Now, Obasanjo said they made a mistake. Really, the Nigerian leaders made a mistake. Not from Obasanjo regime, but right from independence. The founders of Nigeria, the founders of independence, Zik, Awolowo, Ahmadu Bello, and co. made a mistake. Mostly Zik. They made a mistake by sending British people out of Nigeria by the time Nigeria is not mature to have independence. They made a mistake by telling British to pack and go. If British remain in Nigeria until 1970 or so, the civil war will have taken place. The first coup and second coup and anarchy and the civil war would have not taken place because British cannot be here. That is those things started. So they made a mistake. Obasanjo is right by saying they made a mistake. Now, they made a mistake, yes, but if the people made a mistake, and as Obasanjo realized they made a mistake, let them start doing the correction. And let me tell you, Obasanjo have no apology to anybody. He has no apology. As he is now, you can't beat him. You can't can him. You can't sue him to court. Nothing you can do him. He is safe from Abacha hand. Then whoever can tie him except God. Look, Obasanjo is born to eat. Obasanjo is born to reign. Obasanjo is born to dominate. Look at his profile. You will know that he's a man you cannot hold. You cannot catch him. Adaguna fought the war finish. Obasanjo enter and take the glory. Obasanjo can Murtala do the coup finish. Obasanjo enter and take the glory and hand over 1979. Abela fought democracy. Obasanjo enter and eat the views of democracy. Now, the only place I know that really Obasanjo as an individual, as a person, made a real mistake was 2015. When he abandoned Jonathan and the first Buhari. That's the place I know he made a mistake. And that's the only person I know he can go and apologize, which I'm sure Obasanjo have gone and reconciled with Jonathan. Look, if people were saying Obasanjo made a mistake, we Igbos, we're not supposed to say Obasanjo made a mistake. Because through Obasanjo, God to save us during the Biafran war. Obasanjo was the last person who entered Olo, the last heart, last base of Biafra, and get Biafra's life, but he did not execute anybody. Had it been to Osmanitala that captured Biafra at the end, you could have walked Biafran off. But Obasanjo spared us. During the time of Obasanjo military regime, Obasanjo bring Igbo man closer. the BC Carlo and the co closer to government. When Nigeria swear that they never reach that grade. When Obasanjo become civilian government, 1999 to where he stopped, he bring Igbo man closer. It was that time that he bring Igbo man up again to the military of Brigadier Lieutenant General. Ikamachuku stopped at Major General with the force because they have a link with the emirs. His mother is from Emir family. His mother is from Emir family. So he have that little to be there. Then Obasanjo promote people, give Igbos. Obasanjo was the first man that tied our express road from Onitsha to Owerri since after the Civil War. Obasanjo did Igbo people a little bit okay than any other regime. Look at what is going on in Nigeria now. We have how many ports in Nigeria? We have port in Warri, we have port in Calabar, we have port in the Cross River, we have port in Akwa Ibom, we have port in rivers. None of them were developed; they were under. Now they are building inland port in Ibadan, inland port in Ibadan, build inland port in Kaduna, but the one in East they never build them. Nobody says they abandoned us. So if you watch Obasanjo, Obasanjo do good unto us. He tried, but nobody is above mistake. Let Obasanjo come out. If he feel nobody will force him. If he feel to force him, the only person I know, let Obasanjo come out and tell Nigerians that this is the right way to go. This is the right way to go. And tell the present government that he put on, tell them to stop their evil. Because the people there, they don't really take advice. The worst government I have seen that don't take advice is this present government of APC led by Buhari. During the time of Jonathan, he wrote a letter. But you see that the government of Jonathan is more tolerant than the government of this President Buhari. The government of Jonathan is more refined, more educated, because the people there are educated people. They went to school from Yar'Adua to Jonathan. The late Yar'Adua, whom Jonathan succeeded, you see that the government balance. But in this present point, it keeps its own balance. Because how can you expect a man who don't know what you call 1 + 1, 2, to tell you that 10 times 10 is 100? He cannot tell you that because you don't know it. So the man is really, according to military acute, he have as a women to shoot gun. He thought that here is barrack. Now just no more barrack. You understand what I'm telling you? And coming to Magu issue, I'm trying to ask, is this a Buhari, the same Buhari that insists that Magu will be confirmed in 2015? Is it the same Buhari? I'm not sure. If it's the same Buhari, I mean, he should look himself well. Because this man, they told him that this one is corrupt. He refused and forced him in. Now he's trying to see that this man is not corrupt again. What is wrong? If it's the same Buhari, which means he have woke up from sleep, which means he have been rebranded, repented Buhari and born again Buhari, which means if he has the same Buhari, he have resurrected and come back to life.
Thank you so much.
Mistake we made in government were genuine. You know, this one say Obasanjo is this, Obasanjo is that. In my own option, Obasanjo is one when you want to talk about some of the best leaders we have in this country again. But in other way, Obasanjo made mistake in 2015. That he come out. The reason why people vote for Buhari is because Obasanjo backed Buhari, said Buhari is the right person for this country. That's a statement that Obasanjo made. Say Buhari is the right person for this country. And that is why he said that time the mistake they made were genuine. Him as a president, a former president, the mistake he made, he said it was what? Genuine. Because he know what he did. He know he regretted it. He fight Jonathan. He come back again. Buhari want to put him in where he don't want to go. He start fighting the same president he bring. That he tell the whole world that this is the right man to rule the country. It's Obasanjo that bring the man. I love Obasanjo. I saw him as my political mentor. But because of 2015, I dislike Obasanjo because of his support Buhari. Is it only the old ones in this country that they can support to rule this country? As Obasanjo, when we will like him again, until he uses his power as the elder statesman in government, as a former president, and install a youth as a president of this country, everyone will love him. Everyone will know that Obasanjo is the best man again. But he has spoiled his name in my own side in 2015 by supporting. He knows Buhari is nowhere to be found. He knows. That's why the word is coming out. They know what is happening in Aso Rock. They know that the situation Nigeria in now is worse than even the time of civil war. The time of civil war is not like this. We have someone to defend us. But now in Buhari time, nobody to defend the masses. The masses are on their own. You die on your own. And the same people, the same Kaba, come out to tell us that what they are doing is what this is. But Obasanjo, he spoiled his name. You know, I told you in 2015, but I love him because he fight for Nigeria. He bring telecom. All those people shouting, using by Galaxy phone, all this one. It's Obasanjo that made phone to enter this country. He tried in that aspect. He tried in the area of electricity a little bit. He tried in road. Obasanjo is not a tribalistic president. He's not like the one we have in Aso Rock that only want his own tribal people to rule the nation. Obasanjo shared the power equal to all tribes. It makes us to understand that every region have a set in a federal government. Obasanjo's brigade, even the one Obasanjo contested, Yoruba did not vote for him, but he still bring Yoruba into the government. If Obasanjo was not there, many leaders of this Yoruba that are making mad now will have been killed. The way they kill MKO, they will kill many of them, but it's because of who? Obasanjo. And somebody will come and, because Obasanjo don't used to come out to share 1,000, to share 1,000 to them, they look Obasanjo as what? A bad person. I love him. Before 2015 election, I call him a political mentor. You understand? He said the mistake he made is genuine. He know the reason. Because he said, if you read that place, some people did not read it. He said, when he have not gone for a president, Obasanjo said, when he have not gone for a president, he was an ordinary farmer. But the people make him to become an ex-president now. Now he's what? Ex-president. And when he comes, he makes use of what he have. People keep on complaining one thing or the other about the man. I love him. He have the people he had. It's not like the present government we have that don't value the life of the masses. They are only fighting for their pocket. And now, the people that tell us to fight, that they want to fight corruption, the people that want to fight corruption, in Aso Rock now, present, they come for corruption to fight corruption. Have you ever seen where corruption fight corruption? Both the president is corrupt, both the attorney general is corrupt, both the vice president is corrupt, chief of army staff is corrupt, the IGO police is corrupt, EFCC chairman is corrupt, custom DG is corrupt, all the system in Nigeria is corrupt. See, let them, anything they want to do, let them do. But we will keep on telling them the truth until their sense will come back. If Magu like all the people, yesterday I heard news that Attorney General, the crude oil coming to this country during Abakari, Mexico, there's one country in Mexico. There's crude oil that they import to this country worth almost $800 million. $800 million, they sell it. Now they share the money within the Kaba. And the name of people mentioned are all Hausa Kaba. Abakari was there, that is 2016. Money of the Attorney General is there. EFCC Magu is there. Buhari and Anko Sugar apologize to Saraki. Saraki bring the list of Magu that Magu is not fit to become the EFCC chairman. Say Magu is corrupt. They trade that issue during Saraki tenure. Saraki bring the issue and say Magu is corrupt. Look at the list, the evidence we have against him. The president turned it down. The president do as if nothing is happening. He do as if he's not listening. And now they come out to tell us that Magu is corrupt. Him, all of them should arrest themselves. As they keep on arresting, I say my own. The president also arrest himself. The vice president will arrest himself. All of them, they also arrest themselves. And God, they cause confusion for them.
In 1972, Alade Market was built, a prestigious market to meet varieties of clothing and household items. 34 years later, it was very necessary to rebuild this market. By 2016, the market was demolished. A temporary site was built for the construction of a new Alade shopping complex. Today, we announce the commencement of the construction of the new Alade shopping complex situated on the same Allen Avenue, Ikeja. It's an 8-block of 42 shops, a total of 336 shops in a conducive environment, enough car park, and all services attended. The sizes of the shops are from 12 square meters to 60 square meters, located at the corner piece of Allen Avenue Junction. The ground shop rent goes for 75,000 naira per square meter, while the first floor rent goes for 50,000 naira per square meter. Early subscribers enjoy a 30% discount under the fixed rental income investment, while later subscribers enjoy an instrumental payment payable within 12 months. This development is a public-private partnership between Ikeja local government and Master Reality International Concept Limited. For more information, please call
Audio Jungle.